Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Texas. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. Makes one man miss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. And you think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman.
A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
Yeah, and it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Adkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good, and then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around that side.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? This time they'll go to the running game.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Owens. Release to the back. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do?
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Texas 7.
1st down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Weaver. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. to the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Diaz. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Sooners are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On second down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And the ball is picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
They're bringing heat. Got it set up on the outside. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Coming after him. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the 2nd half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down the left side. Off he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Diaz. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They go right back to it. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Looking to the big tight end. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking for a man. It's Owens. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Comes out throwing on first down. Going for it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Final play of the quarter coming. Gonna run it. It's Peyton. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown Sooners! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Still looking, on the move. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds. The clock keeps ticking.
Give to the back. Nifty little dance step. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This offense has a second down play. Dropping back, it's Owens. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
With the catch, it's Adkins. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, blowing up, stuffing the run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on third down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good! And they'll push that lead down a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds a man on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Off play action on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it at the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Cruz. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's loose. At the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Offense getting set for 1st down. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.